Happy Wednesday!
Happy Wednesday! How are you today?
How are you?
We're good.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Okay? I'm okay. I'm good. Just got home from work.
Me too.
And
you're wearing a boring shirt.
I'm wearing a boring shirt. I am wearing a flowery blouse.
And yet I am wearing my Star Wars Celebration Europe 2016 t-shirt. Oh, no.
Aaron left his Star Wars Celebration mug at his old workplace, so we need to try and get it back.
What are you cooking tonight?
Boring. We're cooking spaghetti bolognese. Yay!
I'm joking.
He's just like, I'm taking the camera. He just sits there and he's like, oh, it's boring. I want something exciting. But apparently my dinners are not exciting enough.
I'm joking, they're great.
Yeah. So we have just watched an episode of Lost. We have been watching it recently, but we fell a bit behind, so we haven't watched it for a couple of weeks. So we just watched season 2, episode 15. If you haven't seen Lost, I really recommend it. It's so good.
It is really good.
Aaron bought me the Blu-ray set for Christmas, and so we're trying to watch through those at the moment. I've seen the whole lot before, but Aaron has only seen seasons 1 to 5.
Yeah.
He kind of gave up when we were watching it the first time around because he's a loser.
Yeah, because I think it got really boring for like one point. Like it does have moments where it dips, but you just have to kind of hold on and watch it.
I like it. So yeah, so we just watched that and we are waiting for our dinner to cook. Yum!
Bye. Yum, yum, yum.
This is the confusion on Aaron's face when I tell him I'm cooking spaghetti bolognese and then end up cooking something else. Ended up cooking just some spaghetti with some cheese, and then behind that we have a pulled chicken and bacon and cheese wrap with some lettuce. So that's what we're now having for dinner instead. Doesn't look very posh or exciting, and there is vegetables, they're just inside there. Okay, so we decided today that we would go through our top 5 Orlando attractions for you. One thing to note about this though is that we haven't included Volcano Bay because it's not open yet, obviously. We also haven't included Wet n Wild because A, we've never been there, and B, it's now closed. And also Legoland Florida because again, we've never been, and it's not in the central of Orlando, so that's why we did not include that one. So we're going to start with the 5th one on our list and work up. We've got different ones we haven't compared with each other, so we're going to discuss them. And
obviously there's more than 5 parks, so even if it's at the end of the list, it doesn't mean that it's a bad park, it's just not in our favourites. It's
just not in our top 5. So we had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to choose from, so half aren't on the list. So no, I wonder if all 5 of ours are the same but in different places.
I reckon so.
Do you think? Ooh, okay, so I'm not okay. So 5th place, what did you say?
Animal Kingdom.
Epcot.
Okay.
So I love Epcot.
That would be 6 for me.
Oh, is that not in your top 5?
No.
Epcot's not in top 5. So it's in my top 5 because I love that it's different to all the other parks. You've got like the whole World Showcase where, especially for things like Food and Wine Festival and Flower and Garden Festival, they have all the different foods and drinks that you can try from around the world. And it's quite nice to see that. Like Mitsukoshi in Japan is like, oh my gosh, my favourite. And then some of my favourite rides are there as well. So Figment, we love Figment, don't we? Journey to Imagination.
It's a great ride.
I love Test Track, I love Soarin', I love, just so good.
I think for the reason it wasn't in my top 5 was because it's a little bit dull at times. Like,
okay.
If you exclude the rides that are there isn't anything there.
Okay, but that's what theme park is rides.
I know.
So, that doesn't make sense. Okay.
Animal Kingdom, I think, it is in my top 5, is because basically, as a kid, I loved zoos, and I'd never been to Florida until 2008.
And Aaron doesn't love rides so much. He likes the kiddie rides. He doesn't do the big thrill seeker rides, and there's obviously only Everest, which you have done only once. We've been twice, but he's only done it once. The first time.
I loved zoos as a kid, but you go to Animal Kingdom, which was the first park I ever went to in Orlando, and it blew my mind because it's like a zoo times a billion.
So Animal Kingdom did not make my top 5.
Why?
There's a couple of reasons. One, I do love zoos as well, but there isn't much in the way of rides there, which, I mean, there are some.
And especially with Avatar Land now opening. That's
that should be good. But yeah, I really like the big rides, and they don't really have so much of that at Animal Kingdom. And I don't know, I mean, it's nice and it's tranquil, but it's not like a crazy theme park, which I love. Also, there's an ongoing joke in our family that I lost a camera there, which I didn't. Apparently I lost a digital camera there. I did not. The first day of our holiday as well, so I got in trouble for that, and people won't let me live it down.
Last time we went there, as you'll find in our vlog, we found a ride that you'd never been on before, which was Dinosaur.
We'd never. It's kind of tucked away in a corner, but it was brilliant. It was great.
Yeah.
So number 4.
You can go this time.
Mine is Hollywood Studios.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is in my top 5.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Universal,
which is also in my top. We've split Universal and Islands of Adventure into 2, of course.
Because it is 2 parts.
I kind of wanted to make it into 3 and choose Harry Potter Land, but I didn't do that.
I think they're both... Harry Potter is in part of each park, but they're 2 parks.
Yeah. So anyway, back to... So yeah, Universal. Why... not Universal. Yeah, you said Universal.
It's silly for me not to put Universal in there because I'm a massive movie buff.
But why only 4?
You'll see later.
Okay. Is it partially because there's a lot of crazy rides and you can't do a lot of them? Is that part of it?
I think that it's high enough in my list. It's in my list because of the ones that aren't crazy. Okay. Terminator. Trying to remember what else is there compared to Islands of Adventure. I get the 2 crossed. Men in Black? Is that Islands of Adventure?
No. That's Universal.
Yeah, it is Universal. Men in Black and Terminator are 2 of my favourites.
You didn't go on it last year. Last year.
You did.
Terminator? Oh, that's the 3D show. I'm thinking of Transformers.
You're thinking of Transformers. And also, it held my favourite ever ride ever, which was Jaws. Rest in peace. The theming is the main reason why I love that park.
Yeah. So Universal was 4th on my list. The reason it was 4th was because, and not so far up the top, was I love Toy Story. I love the Hollywood Tower of Terror. I love the park in general. It's just so good. The only downfall was the last time we were there, it's kind of put a slight sour tone in my head.
Going with the Streets of America was annoying.
Yeah, and it was a shame.
Can't loop round.
Yeah, it was a shame. It just felt like there was so much construction, which means it'll probably go up in my list later in the years to come.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hollywood Studios is amazing. I love it. So we've moved on to the top 3 now.
The big 3.
The big 3. So what's your number 3?
Number 3 for me is Magic Kingdom.
Only 3?
Only 3.
Okay.
It's still good because there's a lot of parts.
Yeah.
It's number 3. It is high on my list, in my opinion. It's just the park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, even though I have ones higher than it, it's for certain reasons. But with Magic Kingdom, there are rides.
There's just no other park like it. It's just most
it's
inclusive.
The central park for me, and it's when you think of Orlando, you think of that park.
Okay.
But I love the Dole Whip.
Oh, Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
We love Dole Whip.
And oh my god, there's just so much there that I love. It's crazy. Like Pirates is one of my favourite rides.
You love Pirates. Pirates
I could go on over and over and over again.
So my number 3 is my top water park on the list. Have you got a water park on your list?
Yeah.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
What, in your top 2?
Yeah.
Typhoon Lagoon?
Not saying anything.
It's Typhoon Lagoon. Spoiler alert. So mine is Blizzard Beach, which is an unpopular opinion. Most people tend to prefer Typhoon Lagoon to Blizzard Beach, but I prefer Blizzard Beach. I just think I prefer the theming of Blizzard Beach. I love the snow, and it's really nice that you feel like you're in melted snow, and it's nice and warm, but it's like nice and it makes me feel cooler throughout the day when you're walking around the park, and it's like, oh, it's quite cool in here. And obviously I love the wave pool. Summit Plummet, every year I'm nervous before I go on it, and I think I did it the first year. Then the second time I went, I didn't do it, and then the third time I did again. So it's like one of those things where I just and then the fourth I didn't. So I've alternated each year. So it depends how I'm feeling, I guess.
Blizzard Beach isn't on my list.
Okay, so we're on number 2 now.
Yeah, Blizzard Beach is on my list purely because of the big slide. I don't do big slides. I don't do heights. So to me, it's kind of like inferior to its bigger brother.
Fair enough. So number 2 on the list?
Of course, Typhoon Lagoon.
Why?
Going back to my childhood again, I used to love going swimming. There's one like near me in Swindon that we went to all the time with like a big wave in it, but nothing.
Is that the Oasis?
Yeah.
I used to go there.
Yeah, but nothing is bigger than this wave at Typhoon Lagoon.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I'm sure
it knocks you down, like it full on has so much force to it.
It's so good.
And
kind of
generally like like the Lazy River.
Aaron
Obviously
loves
that's
the
in all
Lazy
of them,
River.
but
it is
because
really
of the
good.
wave, because you can jump between the two.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So my number 2 on the list is Universal. The reason I chose Universal over Islands of Adventure to be in my top 5 is because I love The Simpsons. This
surprises me. Can I just cut in there? The Hulk.
Yeah, I know. So I love the Hulk. Don't get me wrong. I love the Hulk ride. But I love the Simpsons ride that little bit more. I really like the Mummy ride. I really like Transformers. Even though I'm not much of a Transformers fan, I love the Transformers ride. Rip Ride Rocket as well. Unfortunately, I've never been on that, but it looks amazing and I really want to do it. The queue was just a bit too long when we went, so I didn't get to go on it. But my brother's been on it, and from the sound of it, it's amazing. And then obviously Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter is my babe.
It's great.
Harry Potter's amazing. But the reason I chose Universal over Islands of Adventure is pure and simple. You've got Harry Potter, like in Islands of Adventure, but you also have the Simpsons ride, and as I said,
Men in Black.
Men in Black. We love Men in Black, and you know all those things. So that's why that is. So my number 1 is of course the Magic Kingdom. For me, the Magic Kingdom epitomises Disney, epitomises Orlando. The castle just makes me want to weep every time I see it. Again, it's just got a little bit of something for everyone.
It's magical, isn't it?
There's not a lot of rides that Aaron won't go on there. He doesn't really. He's done Space Mountain, but he wouldn't do it last time.
I was a chicken last time.
He was a real chicken last time.
But I was kind of chilled.
It's a shame. I had to go on a lot of rides on my own. And obviously things like It's a Small World and Peter Pan's Fly, and Aaron loves the teacups and the Dole Whip, and in the tiki room, in the tiki room, all the birds and the feathers of the tiki room, in the tiki room. Anyway.
Remember when we sat in that because you've never watched it before?
I'd never seen that, so we went. The only reason we went in the tiki room is because I was tired, my feet hurt, and I was like, I want to go somewhere with aircon. So,
what a mistake.
So we went in the tiki room and we were just sat at the back, literally.
Falling asleep.
No, we weren't falling asleep. We were literally just doing this. Like, what is happening? Are we on drugs?
In fact, there is a vlog of that, isn't there? So eventually we
yeah, it was really weird. But now, since we've been home, the song keeps getting stuck in our head and it's hilarious. So yeah, so my number 1 is Magic Kingdom because it's just the epitome of everything. Oh, what's your number 1?
Number 1 for me is Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
I absolutely adore that park. Not like.
Is it because Star Wars Land is opening?
Well, no. The thing is, if you would have asked me back in 2008 when I first went, it wouldn't have been my top 5. But since they've added like the extra little shows, and since you've had like the march, you know, the First Order march with Captain Phasma, and like the slight more hints of Star Wars everywhere. More merch has come into it for Star Wars. In fact, ever since Episode 7's been released, it's been more prominent there.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
On top of that, you've got Toy Story, which has got a shorter line than it had before.
Yeah, because they've opened up a 3rd track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've just got the theming, like even I don't do the Aerosmith ride, but the shop was awesome.
He bought things from the shop, souvenirs for a ride you didn't even go on.
And generally, the theming, like the Indiana Jones store, and little hints of all these little hidden Disney hints, like movie hints.
Yeah,
it is really cool, and so that's
brilliant.
No, so yeah, Disney Hollywood Studios is my favourite park ever, and I don't think that's going to change either because I love Toy Story and I love Star Wars, and you've got 2 separate lands opening soon.
Yeah.
So it's only going to stay there.
Okay. So just run me through your top 5 again really quickly. So to summarise.
5 Animal Kingdom. 4 Universal. 3, Magic Kingdom. 2, Typhoon Lagoon. Number 1, Hollywood Studios.
Oh, so yeah, so mine, they're not too far off of each other really, but mine was number 5, Epcot, number 4, Hollywood Studios, number 3, Blizzard Beach, number 2, Universal Studios, and number 1, the Magic Kingdom.
Just quickly, what's your least favourite park?
Yeah, comment down below as well and tell us your top 5 and then also your least favourite park.
And we can discuss them next time.
And we can discuss it next time, yeah. So my least favourite, I'm just looking at the list because I wrote a list of them all down. I'm going to go with Busch Gardens because it's too far out of the way.
Okay.
That's the only reason. It's a great park, but SeaWorld is great. Aquatica is great, Animal Kingdom's great, Typhoon's great, Islands of Adventure is great, and Busch Gardens is the only one. Actually, we didn't even go this year. We were like, I didn't feel unhappy about skipping that one because it's just a bit too far, especially if you're not driving. It's a bit of a nightmare to get to. So
if you think that I'm going to say Busch Gardens, you'd be wrong and surprised.
What's your least favourite?
My least favourite is SeaWorld.
You have nothing to do at SeaWorld though.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'd already gone to Animal Kingdom, and that was like my zoo thing done there. We had like penguins and stuff there, didn't we?
No.
Did we not?
No.
No, we didn't. Anyway, so so Animal Kingdom, I got my kind of like animal fix there, like really, to be honest. And SeaWorld, the only thing I liked about being at SeaWorld was the fact that they filmed Jaws 3 there.
Fair enough.
And I did like some of the sharks, but every time you go to like an aquarium place for sharks, they're never that big. They're really small. Like I want to see a big shark, like a massive shark.
You saw a massive killer whale.
I think I've just seen too many films, and I think after watching Blackfish, I kind of felt sorry for them.
Yeah. And now Tillicum's gone. Rest in peace.
And generally, SeaWorld is just it's either fish or massive roller coasters.
Fish or massive SeaWorld tagline. Fish or massive roller coasters. You choose.
There's only one thing I enjoyed at the whole thing, and that was the penguins. The penguins, but you can see penguins anywhere in England. Yeah,
that's true. Fair enough. So so leave us a comment down below, guys. Tell us what your top 5 parks are, and your least favourite. It'd be really interesting to see. So that's it from us, guys. We are off to bed. We hope you have a lovely evening, and we will see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Good night.
Bye.
And cut.
It might be too hot.
It might be too hot. I'm leaving that in.
What time is it? 9 o'clock. I'm going to play some Battlefield while you edit.
Brilliant.